I just recorded myself talking for like 5 minutes and I hadn't actually pressed record. Don't forget to do that, newbies. Who am I talking to? So I just checked into my hotel. Very interesting, in Bath. First of all, Bath, the walk from the train station to here was absolutely gorgeous. Amazing. 10 out of 10. The hotel, very cute, very cute. I guess it's a boutique hotel. Can't pronounce it. It's spelled R-O-S-E, like rose, and then A-T-E, like 8, villa. So, you know, pronounce that how you want to. I booked a family room because that was the only room left, and it's ginormous, and it's hilarious. So this is the room when you walk in. It's like walking into a flat, I guess. I don't know. So we have a little sitting room right here, which leads to my bathroom. Interesting. Bathroom looks nice. There's a ton of towels. Nice. We've got some shells and stuff. There's a buzzing sound. Not sure what that's from. We've got some toiletries here. Lotion, conditioner, shower gel, shampoo. Nice. Okay, we love it. We love it. Vanity set. What is that? I'll have to get into that later. That's me in my family room. Okay, we've got, I guess this is a wardrobe here. It is. It is in fact a wardrobe. With some different things in there. It looks like a projector. I'm just cracking up. I am literally cracking up from this. Okay. This is the family room. It looks like it's a little bit older in age. There's a sitting room here with the TV, I guess, for your family when they come and visit you in the hotel. I'm just gonna turn the light off in there. We don't need it. And then this is my room. We have a refrigerator. We have a vanity. Interesting. Tea and coffee area. Interesting. This painting. Interesting. The telly. This, for some reason, the window's open. I'm not so sure why. Let's close it, shall we? I think that's how you do it. And yeah, the bed. Looking forward to getting into that. Yeah, that's my room. It's really hilarious, actually. Thanks. I might take some of these coffee maker things now. That could be useful. Anyway, it's a family room at the Rose 8 Hotel in Bath.
Premiumbeat.com.
This is where persuasion goes to own. I think that's fairly important to mention. The home of persuasion, the royal person. Well, hello there. Welcome to my crib, which is totally dirty. I literally just got home from Bath and I was just walking around like, wow, I have a lot of cleaning to do. It's incredible. In 1 week, I feel like I just cleaned. And now I have to clean again. I mean, I like cleaning, but sometimes I don't feel like cleaning all the time. But this flat gets really dirty, like really easily. I think half of it is to do with the fact that I have a bunch of fleece throws that create a lot of lint everywhere. So what can you do, you know? I'm leaning against this wall that looks terrible and that has this clock right here. I contemplated doing a flat tour, but there's really no point because A, it's the size of a thumbnail, and B, it's not cute. I mean, it's in a really cute neighborhood, but it itself is not cute. So I'm just gonna keep the ugliness to myself. I'm gonna keep it a secret. Anyway, I just got back from Bath. It worked out nicely because, well, the only thing that I didn't get to do was to go to Jane Austen's house. I was gonna go to 4, I think it's number 4 Sydney Place, which wasn't too far from my hotel, which was the Rosate Hotel. I filmed a room tour. But I ended up, okay. Here's how my afternoon went. Actually, I'll take it from the top. I left London yesterday. I took the train. This is why I'm going to learn how to drive in the UK. Because I took the train. As the train pulled into Didcot, whatever it's called, Didcot, the train from Paddington to Bath, as it pulled into Didcot, it decided that the train was canceled. Who's it? I don't know, but the Great Western Railway or whatever. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. They just decided the train was canceled. I was supposed to get to Bath at 1:51 yesterday p.m. I was going to check into my hotel. I was going to go to the Jane Austen Center. Then I was going to go to the Royal Crescent. And then I was going to go to the Botanist Pub. And then I was going to go to my hotel. And then the next day I was going to have afternoon tea, you know, around 12, and then go to the Roman Baths and then go home so that I could make it back, you know, before dark. None of that happened. Keep in mind, I had to pre-book all of these things. So all of these things had tickets associated with them or reservations or whatever that I had to pay for and pre-book. I did that. But as I'm traveling to Bath, my train gets canceled. They're like, this train is no longer running. Everyone get off the train. Get off the train. Everyone get off. Exit the train now. Like it was an emergency. Like it was a canceling emergency. Cancel culture. Anyway, so everyone got off. We were like, wait, what's going on? I don't understand. Make it make sense. Only for maybe like 20 minutes later for them to say, oh, get back on. We're just going to go to Bath. We're going to just take this train to Bath and then to Bristol. The train was supposed to make like 30 other stops, whatever. And people were like, wait, what? Huh? Do what now? I later came to find out that apparently they just cancel trains randomly if they think there's not enough people on the train. And then if they find out that more people want to go to that destination, then they'll restart the train and then, you know, take you there. But at the time they were claiming it was because there was a systems failure. I guess the system's failure was that not enough people have purchased tickets on the system. So therefore they have failed to get the amount of tickets for that train, so they were going to cancel that train. Then somebody checked the system and was like, oh no, child, we got a ton of tickets. We going, start it back up. Because otherwise, I mean, how else, what else would have happened? It wasn't, a new train didn't come. I didn't see anyone change equipment. We didn't see a train engineer, get out with, a tool belt and start popping off. No, none of that. We just got off the train, stood around, looked confused, and then got back on the train. By that time, I was like, I don't think I'm going to make it to the stuff that I wanted to do. So I had to kind of reschedule my day today and stay in Bath much longer than I was anticipating. So I ended up getting back here at like 7:30 instead of at like 2 o'clock. Which is why I'm not going to clean my flat right now because I'm tired. But anyway, so yesterday I ended up getting into Bath. It was around 3-ish. I went to my hotel, which ended up being like a 15-minute walk. I was like shook by how beautiful Bath is, by the way. Like in London, you don't really get the like fall foliage, but in Bath, it was just chef's kiss everywhere. Just Bezos everywhere. And there's the River Avon, and it was like gushing out of later on finding out that this is the only place where there's a hot spring in the UK makes perfect sense because the water is just bubbling over in this area, the area of Bath. But yeah, so interesting. If you like history, the history of Bath, very, very interesting. Take it back to the Romans. Yeah, really good stuff. Anyway, so I ended up just being enamored with the beauty of Bath. And then I went to my hotel, and then you'll see I was a little bit shooketh from my room because I was like, my hotel room has like 5 bedrooms attached. Moving forward. And then I decided I'm going to go to the Royal Crescent, make sure I get my pictures. I gotta have my Jane Austen moment, which I did in the middle of the pouring rain. In the middle of the pouring rain. And it dampened me a little bit, but only physically, okay? Because otherwise I was delighted to be at the Crescent. I was like, where are the upper rooms and the lower rooms and the whatnot, where I can go to the dance? I want to go to a ball. I want to go to a dance with the soldiers and with, the gentlemen who make 40,000 a year or whatever it was. 5,000 a year or whatever. Yeah, I was just having my Regency moment, my, Lizzie Bennett moment. Internally, while externally soaking. Totally worth it. Loved every second of it. Then I went to the Botanist Pub. I'm just gonna say this. Going out to dinner alone, it's not for me. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I just need to get used to it, but at the moment, it's not for me. I can go to lunch, I can go to coffee, I can go to tea, like I can do that stuff alone, but going to dinner alone when the whole pub was filled with like couples and groups and all this stuff, and I was like, I'm just gonna get takeout next time. But the pub is gorgeous. Food is gorgeous. Bartender, also gorgeous. Drinks, gorgeous. I can't recommend it enough. The Botanist was 12 out of 10, okay? I always go to pubs in other cities in England, and I never go to pubs in London. One day I'm gonna hit up a London pub and see what's doing. Maybe I'll look up like some good pubs in my area, or not in my area, just in London, and hit that up. So yeah, by that time I was like, well, I'm tired and I'm going back to my hotel. I'd also had a strong yuzu cocktail. Oh, it was so good. Anyway, I'm gonna find the name of that cocktail actually. Anyway, so the next day, which is today, this morning, I got up. I had to make my coffee in my room. Of course, the tea kettle was filthy. I've noticed that in a lot of hotel rooms that the tea kettle is like disgusting, and I'm not gonna be washing your dishes. So and think what you wanna think, okay? But I just turned my shower water up super high and use that as the hot water for my instant coffee, okay? Because I have to suck down a cup of coffee every morning of my life. And it was disgusting. My shower water coffee, the shower was super hot though. And I was like, springs, hot springs, hot springs. Yeah, so that worked out fine. I ended up checking out of the hotel, leaving all my stuff there, heading to the Roman baths. Amazing. I highly, 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 highly recommend going to the Roman Baths Museum. You get the whole history of Bath, the whole history of the hot springs in Bath. I'm really into hot springs, mineral springs. If you know, you know. But I'm not getting in the bathtub. That's only my sister. But she wasn't here this time. So unfortunately, I had to go it alone. And it was just so interesting, and just the way it's preserved, you know, the steaming, boiling baths still there to this day, where, you know, the temple to Minerva or whatever that the Romans built would have been, and just seeing the whole setup there and the way they discovered, so interesting because Native Americans discovered like the springs in New York. You know, it's always like those kind of like first civilizations, you know, that discover the springs. So, you know, Rome, you know, the Roman Empire was taking over. A lot of different outposts around what we think of as modern day Rome. And of course, England was one of them. And so, Aquatis something, they named the city of Bath something related to water. It's still called Bath to this day, of course, Bath relating to water. I'm gonna stop now, Professor Chemd out. Anyway, I highly recommend it. It was so epic. And of course you can see like the pump rooms and like the Bath Abbey and all that stuff around there, which, you know, that area was also part of the like Jane Austen story. Of course, Jane Austen lived in Bath. Some of her books are based in Bath, like Northanger Abbey. Yeah, I believe Northanger Abbey is in Bath. A lot of it happens in Bath. So yeah, I went there and I was blown away. Did some shopping, went to afternoon tea, hit it off with the lady who works at my hotel. Shout out to her. Can't remember her name, but she's from Athens and she was so cool. We were just chatting it up. I was like, see, this is why I go out to eat with people, because I need to like talk over food. Then I went to the Jane Austen Center. It was very informative. Like, I was actually learning some stuff about Jane. I was like, oh my goodness, Jane. I see a lot of myself in Jane Austen, and I also don't see a lot of myself in her too. She was just such an artist, you know. Yeah, I just think she's so incredible. Anyway, so after I left there, I was inspired to go see her home on Sydney Place. However, I decided, let me get my bags from my hotel. Let me start making my way towards the train. check the train times, you know, and see if I can do this feasibly. I couldn't make it there because the train was coming in like 10 minutes. So I needed to hightail it to the train station, which I did. Fortunately, they didn't cancel the train while I was riding on it, okay? They let me get back to London, y'all. So now I'm back, okay? And it's been a journey, it's been a day.